my name's Brenda Theatre. I'm Head of Science at Ferny. In 2021, we're offering psychology again as one of our senior sciences. It's a new science. It's quite exciting to be involved in running psychology, and so far it's been a very popular science. It looks at brain development and how we perceive the world, but one of the big advantages that psychology has as one of the sciences is it develops critical thinking. We learn to really look at different studies and go through some statistical analysis to work out, how valid are they, how real are they. Lots of interesting topics. Psychology goes really well with the other sciences. In fact, any sciences that you do in a number of things will complement one another. They have similar processes and they work together really well. Psych is also a really good option if you are doing health and phys ed. And really any other subject. So if you just need a science that is fun, that is really interesting and a little bit different, and this might be the subject you're interested in.
Hi, I'm Josh Stoddart. I'm one of the psychology teachers here at Ferny State High School. I have thoroughly enjoyed teaching psychology so far, and I hope to see many of you join me. In Units 1 and 2, we cover a range of topics including individual development and then individual behaviours. In Unit 1, we talk about the parts and functions of the brain, how they develop over time, and human consciousness and sleep. In Unit 2, we talk about intelligence, then we talk about the treatment and diagnosis of mental disorders. I think it's a great subject, and I'd love to see you all there.
My name is Caitlin Dower, and I'm one of the senior psychology teachers here at Ferny Grove. In Units 3 and 4, students study individual thinking, and then they move on to studying the influence of others. So in Units 3, we have a look at neuroanatomy, and then we move into visual perception, we look at memory, and we look at learning. In Units 4, we transition into societal issues and have a look at social psychology, interpersonal processes, and then we move on to attitudes and values, and we finish off with cross-cultural psychology. The students so far have really enjoyed the subject, and we'd love you to join the team.
So why choose psychology?
I find psychology a really interesting topic, and I wanted to know how the brain worked and how it functioned and why people did what they did.
It gave me an opportunity to study something that I haven't really studied before, and it also allowed me to explore my passion for the people around me and how they work and what is really going on behind the eyes.
Because I wanted to learn about how the mind works. Well, it's a new topic, you've never really learnt it before, and I think it's one of the more interesting sciences because it's really relevant to you as a human, because you learn about why you work the way that you do.
But it would be interesting to see how our minds work.
Because I wanted to learn more about the human brain and how we develop over our years of growing up.
To know what's in people's minds.
It would give me a better understanding of me and the people around me.
The brain and how things work in neuroscience mainly. And also it might be helpful in a future career if ever needed to deal with psychological situations.
I chose psychology because it was a subject that seemed to have useful real-world applications as well as being just fun to explore and see what kind of possibilities were in there.
Very interesting topic. It gives you insight into some very interesting career pathways.
A better understanding of the brain and how it works.
What's so great about psychology?
I really enjoy the class. The teachers are really motivated and they keep the class engaged. The topics are super interesting. You find out such a broad range of information.
It covers a wide diversity of topics, and it allows you to discover things about yourself that you may not have known beforehand.
It's different to any other class. It's a lot more engaging and the content is really interesting, so it doesn't really feel like you're doing work, I guess.
Really relaxed class, and the content is really interesting and entertaining. The teachers are amazing. It's a really good subject.
I get to understand how in a human brain can process.
It blends well with biology, and also you learn so much about humans and how they interact.
If the topic doesn't cover anything as deeply as you might want it to, it's something to jump off from and explore deeper on your own.
The way it's taught is very free and really open pace.
Yeah, we learn a lot of interesting things like cognitive development. That's really interesting, and mental illnesses.
It gives you very good insight to why humans behave the way we do and many mental health issues.
The teachers are great. It's great fun.
What is some advice for future psychology students?
Just be involved in class and go over like what you've done that day or something, just to keep it in your head.
Don't discount the textbook because it's actually really helpful, and also it sounds really cliche, but is to study because there is a lot of information that you do need to retain over the years.
Work on your time management and get your assessments in on time.
Review the content as you go because there's a lot of things that you have to remember when it comes to exams. So if you revise throughout the term, it's a lot less pressure at the end.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself because that'll just end up stressing you out.
Yes, if you find stuff like more fun, you're more like easy to understand it.
Just put in your best effort. If you really like the subject, it's something that you'll just find very easy to study.